Cool, there's Sniperz227 here, and this is the second part of the crunch tutorial. Basically, I've done 3 tutorials back to back, and this tutorial is the second part of the DAE file loading, which is going to focus on texturing. So, first things first, we need a texture. So in 3ds Max, all you have to do is go to Unwrap. Once you unwrap, select all faces, go to Edit, select all, open this, and then Packet, click this, mapping, flatten it. There we go, and now you just use tools. We're not going to relax it, we're going to render UV template, click solid, color is going to be make it like a light blue color. Oh, the fill is supposed to be light blue. Light blue, render it. So I'm going to go through this tutorial really fast because I realize you guys probably get bored watching my tutorials and seeing as how they're really long. So I'm just going to save this as a TJ file. If you haven't already, you're going to need your own file loader or text image loader. For this, I'm not going to show you how to load images. I'm going to use one that I found on the internet. I'm not going to go into much detail about where I found it, or well, if you want to know the details, you can go to my texturing tutorial and it will be there. I'm using the same one that I used in that, so you could use that. So just need to find the project directory, and I'm going to name it test.tga. Now I'm going to apply this texture by waiting for that to close. Oh yay, 3ds Max, crash please, please, please crash, I dare you. There we go, got scared. Anyways, we're going to hit M. No, we're not, we're going to go to rendering. I lied, we're going to go to rendering, slate. I lied again, okay. Compact material editor. Click on the diffuse button, bitmap, and select the one we just saved. Projects, TGA. See how it's all light blue now? It's got the texture. Ooh, FPS drop. Okay. Oh. Now we're going to collapse all. And sorry if this is slow, I'm rendering my old tutorial and I have 2 screens connected to my laptop, so it's putting a lot of stress on my video card. So it's going to be a little slow, but I'm just going to save it as texture, DAE. When you're saving it, I think, yep, just leave it how it is, hit OK. Now we're going to open up the file like I taught you to do, and we're going to examine it. Going through it quickly, we already know what to load, but now we need to load UV0. So the S and the T, so we need to load that. And then we need to load the image. If you want it, you could either specify the image yourself in your loader, but what I'd like to do is I like to do it dynamically, so instead of specifying it, we're going to grab this image because it tells us where it is. So C, user, whatever, use string operations again. And another issue, which I hate DAE does, is I have to switch that to a backslash. I don't know if this is a forward slash. Yeah, forward slash to backslash. So I'm just gonna do that in here. You could do it in your program, but for time's sake, I'm not gonna teach you string operations in this, how to replace this with a forward slash. So I'm just gonna do it manually, and you could do it on your own time. So we need this, and we need this, which should be easy, knowing what we know already. So, going to COS, we're going to copy this line again, except set position, we're going to put UV 0. Now we're going to do the same thing over here, get line, copy and paste to save time. Okay, that rhyme. Hit that too. Okay, I'll stop now. Except we're going to do ST. And we need to add that. So I'm going to add a bool here, has texture. Set that to false. Texture equals false. And vector gl float text chords. There we go. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. So now we could do text chords. Oh, don't tell me that's legitimate. Oh, there we go. FF, and so that's already done. So we have this part done. Now what we need is to do string operations once again. So where's the line? I'm trying to find it. There we go. So we're gonna find image ID. Line.find. Line.endPosition. Use the same thing and start. We need a starting point, so gonna start from here. So start equals line.find file // okay, just file, and end to end equals line.find. So where can we end this? Right here. So go back /init from. Go. Just gonna count. Start. Sorry. Yep. Start, and then start. Just to see how many units we have to move. So if it starts here, it should be 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or no, sorry, it did file, so I don't know, let's see where it takes us. So 54. Alright. Also going to remove that line, the calc TMP line. So 54, where's that lead us? So that's 55, so 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Why am I counting? I could just do this. 62. It's 54, so plus 12. Start. So now we're going to do int length equals end minus start plus 12 and string temp equals line dot sub str start plus 12 line cap temp just to make sure. So you see there's a lot of debugging involved. I just always like to be sure because, well, that's just me. Okay, so it's users. Wait, what was it? Yep, so ERS. So it's not 12, apparently it's 8. Let's try that. Forgot to change that too. That's not gonna work. So I think it should be 7. Just gonna cancel it and change that to 7. 7. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so now we got that. We're gonna go ahead and update our structure to another string file path or text path. I'm gonna go to COS. Let's go vert object text path is equal to that, and also gonna set as texture to true because that's a texture. Now what we want to do is we want to set up the texturing. So, and we're gonna have to update our VBO function. So COS build VBOs bool. Let's go with texture. So is there texture? Bool b underscore texture. So if b underscore texture equal do this, so we're gonna copy this, put it here, except change it to VTO. Oh, I don't have one yet. Will soon. Text chords, update the structure again. VTO, system updated. should work. Vertex object. Oh my god. It has texture. Change that to true. So if it has texture, we're going to build VBOs. If not, we're not going to build the VBOs. Update the render. So if vertex object that has texture. Oh, this is Sniperz227. And for the third tutorial in a row that's popped up, GL array buffer vertex object, so we're just linking it to our texture VBO. VTO. Text chord pointer. So this is gonna essentially the same as vertex pointer, except text pointer we're using 2 floats, GL floats, and then 0 0 because it's already linked. And then we're gonna enable client state, GL texture underscore chord array suite, and then GL bind texture, GL texture 2D, and then we're gonna have to update the systems again. Dot created GL uint text ID. So once we get that, we're pretty much set. Now I'm just gonna set up my texture loader, so I'll pause it, save. Get back, so I got my texture thing loaded. So what I need to do now for mine is, in here I'm gonna do out vertex obj dot text ID. I'm gonna set it to the load texture, load TGA texture. So I think it's test.tga. So the path, and then last thing, I'm gonna enable texture 2D. Texture score 2D. Now it should work. We should have a light blue texture, and we do, with the correct coordinates too, as you can see. So yep. So you load a texture on cube in this Sniperz227. If you have any questions, you could always message me. Again, another recall for my level editor thingy, or tutorial series that I'm trying to start up. If you're interested, do not hesitate to message me. Sniperz227, and I am out.